Hello and welcome back to my channel. My name is Darian Sandmartin and today I'm going to walk you through the steps that you should take if there is only 1 week left until your IELTS exam. When there is so little time left, it is essential to focus on strategies that will solidify the IELTS required skills. Of course, IELTS is an exam that first and foremost tests your English knowledge. How well do you know grammar? How eloquently do you paraphrase sentences? How easy it is to express your thoughts in the written and spoken form? Remember, IELTS is not your end goal. It's just a tool that allows you to measure the current level of your English proficiency. In the future, you will use English in your daily life, won't you? And preparing for the test, you will also improve your level gradually. It is advised to start preparing for IELTS several months in advance. Of course, it really depends on your current English level and the time of preparation may vary. For example, for me, it was sufficient to practice for only 1 month to jump from B2 to C1 level. However, your preparation period also depends on many individual factors. The pace of your learning, the quality of materials that you use, the time that you dedicate, how many classes you have per week, etc., etc. Regardless of how long you have been preparing for IELTS, there are specific things you want to concentrate on 1 week before your test. Some of them are just general English skills that are so essential that you want to brush up on them. And some of them are specific IELTS techniques that we train to be successful on the test. The first step that you must do is to take a full mock test. For example, Kaplan offers a full-length IELTS academic mock test on their website that you can access completely for free. You will follow the same sequence of modules as on the real IELTS test, and you will start from the reading and listening modules. Then you will also use the same PDF format, the same document format as you will see on your real test. After working on the modules, you can also access the real answer sheets where you can transfer your answers for the reading, listening, and writing modules. In listening, you will take advantage of the high-quality audio tracks at the IELTS difficulty level, and then in writing and speaking, you will get also tests with clear band score breakdown so that you can evaluate yourself and your performance and understand how the scoring system works. I advise to always use the Kaplan writing answer sheets when working on your essays because this is how you will get accustomed to always writing in the exam-like conditions. The step number 2 is speaking with real people. One thing that you want to practice lots before your exam is actually talking to real people. You don't want your first experience to be on the actual test. Of course, it is possible to train your speaking on your own at home without anyone. This is what I did when I was preparing for IELTS because there were just not many English-speaking people around me. But in your last week, it is essential to find a real person to talk to, not only to practice your varied grammar, your vocabulary, your structure, but also to start feeling relaxed while maintaining a conversation with a person in English that's really worth a lot of attention. This indeed may be stressful because of the difficulty of speaking in English as in a foreign language, or maybe because you are an introvert, like I was, for example. But despite possible hardships, you will have to be at ease to get a decent band score on speaking. Don't forget to smile, be friendly, positive, and just enjoy your dialogue while maintaining eye contact with your examiner. Step number 3 is getting your writing tasks evaluated. Same as with speaking, on that final stretch, you want to get a clear and unbiased opinion about your task 1 and task 2 on writing. It is possible to get a benchmark of your band score when sending your essays to a trainer, a tutor, or a teacher for evaluation. There are many services online that do that. Just remember, don't be afraid to be charged a fee for that because it's absolutely normal, since the trainer's time and expertise should be paid for. Such writing corrections will show you if you use your grammar properly, if your vocabulary fits the context, if your structure is appropriate for this essay type that you've chosen. All of those things are absolutely essential to understand before you take the real IELTS test. The step number 4 is to brush up on your grammar, and it is especially useful after getting your essays corrected and finding out your mistakes. But if you don't want to go for the essay check, it's okay. You should still recap on all of the English grammar that you have previously learned and maybe learn something new if there is still room for growth. Because on the real IELTS test, you will have to showcase the knowledge of varied grammar structures. Choose a grammar book. There are dozens of them available on the market, and go through it from start to finish so that you just feel comfortable on your IELTS test with every single module. Remember, you are expected to showcase the knowledge of the passive voice, conditional sentences, modal verbs, correct punctuation, inversion, and more if you aim at scoring 7 or above as your overall band score. The step number 5 is to learn linking words for speaking and writing. The coherence and cohesion criterion is essential for both of these modules because it ensures that you have the clear structure of your speech or of your written text, that you are not jumping around between sentences, and that you have a logical progression of your ideas. Therefore, you will have to use lots of cohesive devices if you want your examiner to follow your train of thought while reading your written answer or listening to your spoken answer on speaking. You can download a free sheet, as always, in the description box with the linking words that I recommend using for your writing and speaking. Step number 6 is to ensure that you can read a text in 10 minutes. Now, the reading module lasts for 60 minutes, and there are 3 texts and 40 questions to answer for those 3 texts in English in different difficulty of the language. Therefore, if we assume that you take from 30 seconds to 60 seconds to answer one question, that's already 30 minutes for just working with the questions. And this leaves us with the other 30 minutes for reading and understanding the 3 texts. So this makes it 10 minutes per text, and you must be comfortable at reading at this speed because on IELTS you're not only reading for passing the time and rushing through the text, you also have to analyze everything you have in the passage. I advise you to Google the speed reading techniques. There are many described online and they really helped me greatly. I guess I will make a video about them somewhere in the nearest future. And the last 7th step of our 1 week until IELTS preparation is to write down a whole listening recording. That is such an amazing exercise, to be honest, because it trains so many different skills. First of all, of course, is listening, because it helps you to distinguish and understand every single word of the recording, because you actually have to write it down word by word. The second is grammar, because yes, you will have to write down those words in correct spelling with correct grammar rules and punctuation. And this is basically what you are tested on IELTS in the listening section when you have to transfer your answers to the answer sheet in listening. You also train your vocabulary and knowledge of accents because you have to understand the speech from different parts of the world. So this is such an amazing exercise that really boosts your English if you do that regularly. By the way, the links to all the materials from Kaplan that I've mentioned are in the description box down below. You can also use my discount code, that is DSYT15, to get 15% off of any of their comprehensive IELTS online preparation courses that they conduct in collaboration with Cambridge University Press and Cambridge Assessment English. Thank you so much for being here with me today. I will be very happy if you decide to leave a like for me or even subscribe. And as always, I will be delighted to see you again here. Ciao!